Hello. Hello. Not really a preamble or anything, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do today because I didn't really feel like working on art. I didn't really feel like playing a game or anything. So I just decided, might as well do a yap. Chat with myself and or anyone that shows up. So yep, I don't really know entirely if I want to do anything later. Plus, I don't really know if I want to keep this a long stream, mainly because I have stuff that I want to do um, later on. But for now, I just felt like yapping. But in the meantime, I wanted to kind of start off by saying that whoopsie, I didn't stream on Tuesday. It's not because I didn't really feel like it, because I did want to stream on Tuesday when like I said I would, but it just kind of ended up being more along the lines of I got really, really busy and I needed to prioritize working on one of my assignments instead of streaming. So that's what I did. I spent all of Tuesday night working and I did not end up streaming. So sometimes that happens. But because my semester is actually going to be winding down soon, hopefully that means that I actually will be able to stream a little bit more frequently. Although I can't guarantee anything because, finals is probably going to take up a lot of my time. Oh, and also, happy Hallows Eve, I guess. Because Halloween is tomorrow. Woo! Which is a little funny saying, considering that I was like, I'm not really a big Halloween girly. So, happy Halloween to everyone that's really excited about it. Hello! I'm feeling good. I am feeling spooky. How about you? I I did just quite say that I'm not really a big Halloween girly, but it is what it is. I notice that it looks like yeah, I figured it was Greenwood. I just needed to double check. But I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah, I was just kind of saying that happy Hallows Eve, Halloween, early Halloween, whatever you want to call it. Um, but considering that I'm not the biggest Halloween girly, I'm just kind of like, tomorrow's another day. Great, can't complain. It's Friday tomorrow. You're right, it is Friday tomorrow. I'm excited about that because I actually don't have classes on Fridays. So it's just like my weekend has finally started. So I'm excited about that. Oh. One thing I did want to mention though that I wanted to talk about on Tuesday, but because I got busy with like school and work and everything, I wasn't able to stream on Tuesday. Um, I watched the Chainsaw Man movie on Monday night. Oh, it was so good. No, you have to celebrate the Halloween spirit, especially since you don't have class tomorrow. I mean, I do plan on going to a Halloween party. It's just that since I don't really have a costume, I don't know if I can really say I'm in the festive mood, you know? But yeah, back to the Chainsaw Man movie. How would I rate it? Uh, Honestly, probably like either a 9 or an 8. Probably or a 10. Anything within that range. Because it was just so good. I loved it, and even though I haven't read Chainsaw Man or seen the anime, I loved it. It was so good. Like, it really, really got you invested in the characters and everything, even if you aren't that familiar with them. And then the music and soundtrack was great, the animation was fantastic. It was all just so good. So yeah, I highly recommend it, Greenwood. You should go see it if you can. If you can find a theater that's playing it, that is. That's high as shit. You must have messed with. I did! What's so funny is that the main girl in the movie, her name is Reze. I'm pretty sure you might have known that if you're a fan of Chainsaw Man, though. Um, I literally halfway through the movie, I leaned over to my brother because he went to go see it with me. I was like, I think I'm in love with her. Because it was really good. It was really good. But I actually, so whenever I went to go see it, um, I debated on whether or not I wanted to see it in dub or sub. Um, because, personally, I really like watching foreign films in their native language. So whenever I watch anime, I tend to watch it in, Japanese with English subtitles. And so I was really debating, do I want to watch it in sub or do I want to watch it in dub? Because I knew it was going to be a high action movie. So I was like, do I want to watch it one time in dub so that, I'm able to comprehend all of the action that's going on? Or do I want to enjoy it the way I usually enjoy anime? Ultimately, we decided to go with dub so that, I could engage with and take in all of the action before I went before we're gonna go see it again. Let me preface this right now. We're planning on going to see it again, but we're gonna watch it in sub next time so I can enjoy the movie in its original language. She's super cool. I love her character so much, but you'll learn that Kobeni is on top. Oh. So my brother has told me about Chainsaw Man. He's told me a lot about it before I even like watched the movie. And he's told me about Kobeni, and I think she's hysterical based off of what he's told me. She's so funny. I love her so much. So yeah, I definitely understand that you're a fan of Kobeni. I can understand why. But again, yes, we're planning on going to see it again. The dub is really good with Chainsaw Man. Yeah, it was really good. And I was like a little surprised because, a lot of times I feel like dubs can be a little awkward, but that's just because, they have to deliver sometimes corny lines and it's, when you can understand what they're saying, you can kind of grasp the corniness. But they actually really sold it in this movie. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. But because I've seen the movie now, I'm like, man, I want to watch the anime. Also, I want to read the manga. I call it the Adam Eve effect. Because my brother, he recommends me a whole lot of shows and stuff that I should watch, And I'm I'm the kind of person where I'm like, maybe later. I'll get to it eventually. And that's how I was with like Invincible. And my brother kept going like, no, you need to watch Invincible. You're gonna like it. You need to watch it. So I was like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. And then one day, my brother, he was watching the Adam Eve special in our living room. So I'm walking through and I see it and I'm like, oh, I know about a scene that takes place in this special because I follow a storyboard artist on Twitter that worked on it. And he posted his storyboards for a certain action scene in it. So I was like, I want to see the action scene, like in its final presentation. So I sit down and watch the Adam Eve special with him, and just so I could watch that action scene. But by the end of the special, I was like, I was like, oh, I want to watch Invincible. So that day, we binged the entirety of season 1, and I think the Adam Eve special came out before season 2. So, yeah, my brother was right. I really should have watched Invincible earlier, but I did eventually get to it, and I do love Invincible very much. So, that's essentially what happened with Chainsaw Man, where he's been telling me to get into Chainsaw Man forever now, and I'm only just now being like, I want to get into Chainsaw Man because, I just watched the movie. You won't regret watching the anime. It's an amazing show. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm sure I'm gonna love it, especially because I loved the characters. But I really did put it off until just recently. And I'll watch it later. That's what we call the Aqua Paradox. Yep. Actually, we should call it the Shortcake Paradox. This is my channel. Let's call it the Shortcake Paradox. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it. It's almost as if you know you'll like it, but you intentionally set it off. Yeah, I think it has to do with the executive dysfunction that a lot of ADHD people have, Because it's like, you know that you should or you would like something, and you just, for some reason, just can't get yourself to do it, Hmm. But regardless, there's some more shows that I need to catch up on, especially because I've watched the first season of Vinland Saga at my brother's insistence once again, and I I do really want to finish season 2. It's just that we just haven't gotten to it. And I hear that Vinland Saga is just so good. I just need to get around to it. What were the eats for today? We went to the Japanese restaurant that we always go to, and I got some beef curry with a chicken katsu cutlet on top of it. That's what I had today. What about you? What did you eat today, Greenwood? Ooh. But other than the Chainsaw Man movie, there's not really anything else I've seen in theaters recently. I am glad that I got to go see it in IMAX though, because the theater near me had it in an IMAX theater. Oh, so cool. I'm just probably gonna go on and on about that movie. I am obsessed with it at the moment, as evidenced by the fact that I plan on going to see it again. Although it's probably not going to be until sometime this weekend. Just so, I don't really have... if I'm not too busy. Speaking of not being too busy, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually getting really close to being done with a lot of my finals, because finals are going to be coming up soon. And thankfully, on that animatic I've been working on stream, I actually vastly overestimated the amount of storyboards that I need for it to be done. And I think I'll be able to finish it up this weekend. Not including timing out the animatic itself to the music and also adding in any in-between frames that need it. So I'm actually really close, and I'm really thankful because that means I could dedicate my time to my other final project. Am I big on anime movies? I don't know. I haven't seen that many. I think the only ones I've ever really seen are the Chainsaw Man movie and, I don't know. Chainsaw Man movie comes up to mind because, it's the one I just saw most recently. But I don't know if I've ever really seen any other ones. Perfect Blue? No, I've never seen Perfect Blue. Oh, I have watched a lot of Studio Ghibli movies now that I'm thinking about it. But it's been a minute since I've actually watched any recently. I do know about Perfect Blue though. It's just that it's psychological horror, isn't it? Haven't I mentioned I'm not that big on horror? But don't get me wrong. I hear it's really good. I hear it's really good. Speaking of anime, guess what one of my final projects is for my other class? Because the syllabus at the very beginning of the semester said by the end of the quarter, our final project would be our professor would look at all of our previous work that we've done, basically kind of look at our art styles, and then assign us 2 different shows to make an illustration for, based off of your style. So he gave us like 2 options, every student 2 options to pick from. And the main theme of it was like Cartoon Network shows and late 90s anime-ish or so. Generally that. So think like Adult Swim anime, Toonami, just Cartoon Network, stuff like that. So the 2 that I was assigned to pick from was Inuyasha and Full Metal Alchemist. So I'm going with Full Metal Alchemist because I love Full Metal Alchemist. And I'm so excited that I've essentially been assigned to do fan art for Full Metal Alchemist. That's actually a sick idea. Your professor sounds so cool. I know! I'm so excited. Like, it's a really cool project, and I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully, if I could get most of my animatic done this weekend, and then, you know, adjust it based off of feedback from my professor, I could focus on that project. FMA on top. Yep. And apparently I was the only one assigned or given the option of Full Metal Alchemist, which I think is really cool. So I was just like, in class, I was like, well, I have to choose Full Metal Alchemist then, if I'm the only one that was given that option. Cause like, who else is gonna rep FMA, you know? I need to watch Inuyasha one day. I watched several episodes like a long time ago because it was on Netflix, you know? So I watched several episodes. I just never finished it. It's because, you know, it's really, really long. I did like it though, from the episodes that I did watch. No, it's not. It's a classic for a reason. It's a classic for a reason and it's good. It's just that it was a case of, I don't know. I just was like, I didn't continue it after a while. Because I felt that it did drag in certain places, but I don't know if it was just an effect of, you know, how sometimes 90s anime have a lot of filler in it. So that might have been the case, where it just had so much filler that I was just like kind of, get to the point, and then I kind of lost interest. I don't know though. Maybe I need to pick it back up. Maybe I just need to give it another chance. They also say that about Dragon Ball Z. I never watched Dragon Ball, any of those anime, so I can't say for sure. But it's also funny because I noticed in class, we were given some time the other day to like begin working on our final project. And I saw a lot of my classmates like watching episodes from whatever show they were assigned, you know, to kind of like get a grasp on the style, see like what the characters look like if they weren't familiar with the shows. And I was like, I turned to a friend and I was like, guess I gotta rewatch Full Metal Alchemist again. Oh no, I can't believe I have to rewatch Full Metal Alchemist for this assignment. What a shame. But yeah, I do plan on maybe rewatching some of it. Also, I'm gonna grab the manga as well and take a look at some of the pages so I could study the art style a bit. Because, you know, even though I don't have to style match for this assignment, I kind of want to, just for the sake of, you know, getting a better grasp on what I need to draw. You definitely cracked a smile under your breath when you said that. I did. I won't lie. I definitely did. But to be fair, who wouldn't take the opportunity to rewatch Full Metal Alchemist when given the chance? He didn't specify if he meant regular FMA or if he meant FMA Brotherhood, but I'm gonna take in general and just do Brotherhood because I really like Brotherhood. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna take the opportunity to rewatch it this next couple weeks and over the weekend maybe, so that I can kind of like, study the art style. Whoever got Death Note finna have the best 3 days of life binging that. I don't know if anyone got Death Note, because the days that we were assigned our shows and stuff, I actually wasn't in class. I overslept, so I went into class again this week because class happens multiple times a week. So the next time I showed up in class, I went up to the professor and asked him what my two styles were. So I don't really know what everyone else is doing, besides like the people that sit next to me, So I don't know if anyone got Death Note. It'd be cool to see. I know that Inuyasha was one that several people got. I think somebody next to me got Ben 10. Somebody got this one mecha anime called Big Zero? Big O? I don't remember entirely what it was called, but it was a mecha. And we were all like, ooh, you got a mecha? Because imagine that. They have to draw a robot for their assignment. I mean, to be fair, I have to draw armor and the metal arm, but like that's nothing compared to a mecha suit. To be fair though, I don't actually mind drawing like armor and stuff because I think it's actually fine. I have a fine time drawing like inanimate objects. So at least I don't have to draw a whole ass robot though, But, I mean, either way, I'm still excited about this assignment. And I plan on doing a bunch of, like, sketches in my sketchbook. Drawing a whole ass mech sounds like a headache. It does. But, I mean, to be fair, this student was assigned the mecha show or something else, and they are the ones that chose the mecha. So, maybe they're just making it harder for themselves. No. You want to know what's even crazier? I have this person in another class of mine, and they're doing a whole ass comic for that class. So I'm like, not only are you making yourself do a mecha, but you're also doing like a 12-page comic for another class? Jesus Christ. You just like torturing yourself, huh? Besides the poster that we have, like, that's required for us to draw for this assignment, we're also having to make some supplemental images. So think like you can either do illustrations, storyboards, a comic, a webtoon, or other stuff in general. But I think I'm gonna do beat boards for mine because while I would like to do another animatic, I think doing beat boards would probably just make it a little easier on myself, Salute that brother, he sold his soul. You're right. Like, Jesus Christ. I am trying to make things easier on myself for the sake of, like, my mental health, whereas you're just really putting yourself through the ringer. So yeah, I think that in general, I'm just gonna do beat boards instead of a whole storyboard or animatic or whatever. Because, like I said, even though I'm getting close to being done with my animatic that I've been working on, I don't know if I'm really in the mood to do a whole ass another animatic in like the span of a few weeks, So yeah. You got a game plan and everything. Yeah. While I don't mind pushing myself, I tend to take the path of less resistance. So I really plan stuff out whenever it comes to making things easier on myself. Because why should I make things harder for myself? Of course, if the class calls for it, where they really want you to push your abilities and skills, I'll do it. It's just that, man, sometimes I want a break, you know? Oh, speaking of movies, now that I'm thinking about it, apparently they're gonna be having K-pop Demon Hunters in theaters again tomorrow, I believe. I saw this on Twitter a while ago where they announced that they're gonna, like, how long ago was it? Um, they released a sing-along version for K-pop Demon Hunters a while ago, and they decided to do it again for this Halloween. That's something I'm also interested in doing, but considering that I've already kind of decided I was going to do something else on Halloween, I don't think I'm going to be able to go see it in theaters, which is a shame because I'd like to, but you know, it's okay. You need a break. Bro has a job, goes to school, and streams. Yeah, I think that's something I've noticed, especially with like last week when I streamed so much. I think just to balance out everything for my own sake, I'll probably limit myself to doing mainly 2 streams a week. And if I'm really up to it, a third one on the weekend. I know I didn't stream on Tuesday, but that was because of school. I was so busy with other assignments and stuff that I just was like, I can't justify a stream tonight. So, yeah. They need to let that boring ass movie go. No, I like K-pop Demon Hunters. To be fair, I haven't watched it as many times as other people have, because I know that there's some people that are like obsessed with it and like really, really like watching it over and over again. I'm not one of those people, but I still liked it. I didn't think it was boring. Come on now. It's okay. To each their own opinions. I'm not gonna like harp on you if you don't like it. But, I lost my train of thought. K-pop Demon Hunters is the easiest 6 out of 5, 6.5 out of 10. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say it was like the most groundbreaking movie I've ever seen, but it wasn't bad or anything, you know? I think that it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed what it did and the messages and stuff it had. But either way, it was like a lot of fun, and I really appreciated what they did with like the expressions on the models, because you don't actually get to see a whole lot of like expressive female characters in major movies like that, you know? So I really appreciate what they did there. Because like getting 3D models in general to be so expressive is actually a really difficult thing based off of what I've seen of like 3D modelers around me. So I'm just like, cool. I'm glad that they were able to achieve that and that movies are actually leaning into that more often. Because for the longest time, it's like major studios were like so scared of letting female characters express themselves, you know? I like the different approach though. I feel like we didn't have a movie this different and diverse in a long time. Yeah, exactly. So I can really appreciate it, and I'm glad that it blew up for the fact that it's so different and diverse. So that studios can see, hey, people like it when you do stuff like this. Because we kind of, so as someone who got a BFA in animation, I feel like I have some authority to speak on the state of the industry. um, Generally speaking, from what I've heard from my peers and stuff, the animation industry is definitely in a slump, and you can tell based off of just in general how people talk about it nowadays. So the fact that Sony in particular is the one that's kind of really pushing the lid on expressiveness in their animation and also styles there styles. stylized movies. Well, I can't even talk tonight. I feel like it's a good thing that their movies like K-pop Demon Hunters are kind of popping off, so that hopefully studios like Pixar, Disney, and not necessarily DreamWorks, because they're really good at stylizing stuff and also being really expressive. But mainly Disney and Pixar are the ones that need to see the success of K-pop Demon Hunters so that they can take notes and realize, hey, audiences really like it whenever you're expressive, whenever you're creative, and you don't limit yourself to the same style that has been established for the past couple decades. So that's one of the main reasons why I can't bring myself to, like, really I don't know, put down K-pop Demon Hunters, just because of the fact that it's been really good for the animation industry, despite how the investors want to look at it. I don't know what evermore means, just wanted to sound. Oh, wait. The day they start implementing AI into movies is the day humanity is doomed evermore. Unfortunately, a lot of major studios are already looking into and or already using AI, which is really, really bad. Because, it generative AI sucks. It sucks ass. So hopefully smaller studios. I heard AI. Hi, Beast. Yeah, we hate generative AI around these parts. But yeah, so long as we can kind of show off the fact that human creativity is at the forefront and that we like it, hopefully studios will take note of that. Although, major studios tend to prioritize profit over creativity, unfortunately. Also, hi, how am I? I'm doing good. I've been having a good week. I've been busy, but I'm good. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it, but I actually saw the Chainsaw Movie Man. I mean, the Chainsaw Man movie. Chainsaw Movie Man. I saw it on Monday. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Ooh, how is it? I heard it was depressing. Yeah. To be fair though, Chainsaw Man in general is kind of depressing anyway. Denji's life sucks. But I mean, the movie was really good. It was so bombastic. I loved it a lot. And I'm going to be going to see it again, hopefully this weekend. And I'm really looking forward to it. We love depression. Well, not really, but yeah. We love things that make us temporarily depressed. Spice up the normalcy of your life, you know? But yeah, I mean, otherwise, hopefully my schedule clears up a bit due to the fact that my semester is going to be winding down soon. So that means that more streams, hopefully. But, I'm not going to guarantee anything, especially because who knows how my schedule is going to end up looking. It's very, how do I say this? Fickle. And I can be a little fickle as well, because a lot of times my stream schedule is determined based off of how I'm feeling that day. Pickles, yeah! I am very pickle. Oh, how do I feel about AI being used in general? I feel like there is a point in time where AI existing was more divided. Nowadays, it almost feels like everyone just randomly woke up one day and decided AI was socially acceptable, especially because of how often content creators use it. So I think that first we need to kind of make the distinction between regular, like, AI. I don't, and also generative AI, because AI in general can be used for a lot of good things, because like there's cases where it's been used in medical fields to detect like anomalies within your body, and also AI that is supposed to like help with the monotonous things in like production, like manufacturing, I mean. So I think that kind of AI is really good because I think it's supposed to be used in order to make our lives easier in like those fields. But in terms of generative AI, I absolutely hate it. I am so against it because generative generative AI has a lot of different downsides to it, mainly being the fact that, one, it steals from artists in order to create more art. Two, it's really bad for the environment. Three, it's just not that good quality anyways. And four, it's just it's only used by people that are trying to be asses to the creative community in general. Whether it's because of money or because they just feel like being jerks, I don't know. So in that regards, yeah, I don't know. There's much smarter people than me that could go on and on about all the intricacies of how bad generative AI is, but just know that I absolutely hate it. And I'm so glad that my workplace that I plan on going to once I'm done with college, it has a very negative AI stance. Oh, to be a pickle, how nice that would be. I know, right? Shortcake for President 2029. Hashtag soon. Well, contrary to how old you might think I am, I'm not actually old enough to run for president, but we'll keep that in mind for when that day comes. I think any normal person hates AI. Um, Unfortunately, you're probably wrong on that front, mainly because normal people don't quite understand the creative industry. So, in their eyes, AI, especially generative AI, is just another funny little thing and tool that can be used for their entertainment. So, unless they're really like informed on what goes on in the creative industry and basically human creativity in general, they're not going to view it as a negative thing. They're just going to kind of go like, ooh, funny little tool. Shortcake is not in her 70s? No. But yeah, because I know people IRL that aren't really well versed in the creative fields that don't quite understand why generative AI is so bad. So, like you said, while people kind of like our age may be more informed on why it is, think about like older people, like the older generation that don't quite get the internet, don't quite get how things work here. And they're like, oh, it's fine. It's just a new thing, like how the internet was new to them way back when. Old people do be old, exactly. They just don't understand some of the intricacies of things that happen online. So they're just kind of like, nah, it's just another new little tool or new technology. And it's just something that they've quickly accepted, you know? Kind of like how at one point, I believe, people were like scared of certain. Oh, I'm trying to think of what it was. I remember reading a documentary or watching a documentary about this where they were like scared of some kind of new technology. And then people were like, oh no, this is normal. Whatever. They've been pushing AI like crazy, but apparently I'm too woke. Yeah, I mean, it kind of also comes with the territory of like a bunch of companies are trying to implement it and trying to normalize it so that they can continue to cut costs when it comes to hiring workers. So, unfortunately, it's a case of where they just, keep pushing it in our faces, trying to sell AI so that they can cut costs, cut corners, you know? So, unfortunately, it's just kind of, yeah, it's mainly being pushed by bigger corporations and such. So that's kind of why it's hard to get it out of the public sphere now. It's like how normalized gambling has become and it's everywhere. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Gambling is everywhere, especially, I was gonna say, especially here on Twitch with like predictions, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, I see your point. It is very normalized in our society, which is unfortunate. And people that aren't informed in the creative fields or kind of on the internet sphere in general aren't really gonna understand why it's bad. Man, this country is so ass. I mean, all I can say is that you just kind of have to look on the bright side, whereas there are companies, people, and just like others in general that do recognize the downsides and negatives to what's going on and just kind of focus on the positives about that and know that it won't be implemented everywhere. You're right, let's gamble how long this place will last. I mean, I don't know. Shortcake said gambling is okay. Hooray. Okay, listen. I don't know if this is hot take or like whatever. I don't think gambling itself is necessarily bad. I think that it's just like the overindulgence of it, you know? Because if you have good self-control and you are able to recognize when to stop, and you're able to, then it's like a thing that you can indulge in every so often, but it's like not something that you should like become addicted to, because that's going to destroy your life very easily. The point of gambling is to not have control. Exactly. That's what they want, but it's okay to indulge in it every so often. That's why gacha is a big thing. Like, it's okay to indulge in it sometimes, but don't overindulge. And you have to be aware that they want you to overindulge. You just have to have the self-control not to, you know? Do you think you'd be able to handle gambling or not? Well, in real life, I can, because I have gone to like a couple casinos here and there just to like browse, and I put a couple dollars in, but I've never like, you know, gone all in. But when it comes to gacha, I have had a couple instances in the past where I've had a bit of an addiction and I had to like physically like step away from it so that I didn't keep draining my bank account or whatever. Like, it never got really, really bad, but I did end up spending a little more money than I probably should have. Yo, finna fall straight into the trap. 8 years on Fate. Listen, Fate is one of the reasons why I said I had to really learn self-control when it come to gacha. Because Fate was my first gacha. So... Seasoned soldier. Yeah, I might be, unfortunately. Plus, I think my first real gacha was Battle Cats. Ooh, my brother played that for a while. I don't know if he still has it or not, but I do know of it. But also, I think I have a bit of an interesting perspective on gambling in general, gambling in casinos, because of the fact that I'm Native American, and my tribe uses casinos to fund a lot of our facilities. So it's like one of the ways that we fund programs, facilities, and stuff for my tribe's citizens. So it's a weird perspective. I have a weird perspective on it that I don't think a lot of other people would probably relate to. I'm gonna put some wedges in the air fryer. No worries. Plus, I think it's also just the fact that I've kind of grown up around it because of the fact that I've been around like some casinos in my life, where I'm just kind of like I don't know. I have a different perspective on it, I guess. Like I said. Not to say that everyone that I know probably has the same experiences that I do that in my community. It's just that, I don't know. I've been raised with the concept of what it can and cannot be used for, and like how good and bad it can be. Different perspectives help. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like kind of hesitant to like completely put it down, because like I said, while gambling can be really bad for people, and it is a lot of the time, I think about the fact that the casinos that my tribe runs have really helped a bunch of citizens in my tribe, and how they've gotten a bunch of help from programs and services, and also the facilities that we have that are funded by these casinos and stuff. So, I don't know. I feel like I have a bit of a biased opinion about it, but you know, that's just how it is. But don't get me wrong, I will never say that gambling is entirely good. Because I am very much aware of how much it can damage someone's life. So just to put that little disclaimer out there. AI is the same way too. It's bad, but has opportunities to be used for good. Exactly, that's why I make the distinction between general uses of AI, like in healthcare and manufacturing, as compared to generative AI. There's good and bad, but also in the terms of AI, there's a definitive bad. But either way, speaking of gacha, so I have yet to. So we're listening to Cookie Run right now. Cookie Run's like background music, and that's a gacha too. I actually need to catch up on the story in there because it's been a minute since I've played the story mode. You mean surprise mechanics? Yeah. Same with gambling, it has its obvious bads. Exactly. But yeah, I need to catch up on the story in Cookie Run. I am, unfortunately, a Cookie Run fan. It's just that, like I said, I really have to be cautious about the gacha that I do play and how much I play, because otherwise I might accidentally fall into the rabbit hole of spending too much money. I thought it was just funny cookies, for the most part. That game can get surprisingly intense for what it is. Not in the way where it's like, oh my god, this is the darkest thing I've ever seen, but more along the lines of like, I'm surprised by how seriously it's played out. Because there's this one character in the game called Dark Choco Cookie. No, Dark Cacao Cookie, that's his name. And he has this very, very deep voice from his voice actor. And the way that he delivers some of his lines, it's played completely straight. And he's like, by the will of my dark choco blade. And it cracks me up whenever I hear him say something like that. Because I can't take everything seriously. Like, dark choco blade. My dark choco. Yeah, I think little things like that are so funny and silly. And that's kind of why I really enjoy Cookie Run. It's just that it's a little silly. Oh, you know what I've been seeing a lot on my Twitter feed? I've been seeing a lot of talk on Has Been Hotel, which is funny because I don't watch Has Been. I don't watch Hell of a Boss either. So I don't know why so many people are talking about it on my feed. I like it when a world just makes silly worlds where out of context you're like, huh? Yeah, me too. That's always so fun. But yeah, kind of what I was talking about is just that I don't watch Has Been or Hell of a, so I'm like, why do I get all this on my feed? I don't think anyone I follow really likes it either. So, sorry, the reason why I kind of pivoted to this conversation topic is mainly because I just got a notification on my phone that somebody that I do watch is gonna be doing a Has Been Hotel thing soon, and I was just like, why have I been seeing that a lot recently? It's because people don't like the humor and it's really popular. True. I mean, I do know a lot of people that don't like it, and to be fair, I'm not a big fan of the humor myself, from what I have seen. It's just that I don't really want to see everyone bash it, but I also don't really want to see it on my feed. Like, I don't like seeing too much negativity on my feed because, you know, it just bogs you down. But Yeah, I don't I don't care to see it on my feed. It's meh for me, not something I would watch, but I don't think it deserves random hate. Yeah, exactly, because even if I'm not really vibing with the humor and I'm not really impressed with the writing from what I've seen, it's a passion project at the end of the day. It's something that is very special to the creator. She loves it to bits, and it's very important to her and a bunch of the other people that work on it. So I think it's kind of like a shitty thing to do to really just like hate on every aspect of it, even if there's a lot that I'm not impressed with, you know? It's always weird for me when people go out of their way to hate on it. Yeah, I just kind of even so the way I approach things where I don't really care for it or like it is that I just, don't interact with it. So I've never really understood people who go out of their way to hate on things other people like. Cuz it's just like you don't have to interact with these things, you know? So why do you why do you keep interacting with it? Yeah, don't like it, move on. It's simple. Exactly. I don't know. I think that it's just like it's a case of people on the internet really like having their opinions be heard. So, and they like the attention. So they need people to know, "Hey, I don't like this thing." I don't know. I think just because like I personally am not that I don't have that big of a presence on the internet and I don't really want that big of a presence on the internet, I won't really ever understand people like that. I don't know. As long as it don't hurt no one, just move on. Exactly. Yeah, that shortcake snake streamer. Don't like her. I'm gonna hate on her. I mean, that's possible. There are probably quite a few people that have come and go that are like, I don't like her vibes. But I mean, like, personally, I don't even know if I'd care if people just came to the conclusion that they don't like me. Mainly because, like, if they don't like me and they vocalize that, I'm probably just gonna mute or block and move on, you know? I'm just a silly little clown. Why they hate me? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl on the internet. What are you guys doing with your time? Unless you hate clowns, that's valid. You know, when I was younger, I used to be scared of clowns. Not really anymore, because I understand. I have grown since I've been, what, 6, 7 years old? So I understand that clowns are just people doing a job, they're working. So I'm not scared of them anymore. But I do think it's funny that there's such a prolific fear of them. I was only scared of clowns because others were, but then I was like, oh, they ain't that scary. Yeah, I mean, I think at the time I just was a little put off by their makeup. It kind of freaked me out whenever I was younger, but nowadays I'm kind of like, meh, whatever. Otherwise, hmm, I'm trying to think. Even though I'm not like a big fan of horror, there's not a whole lot that I think would actually like I'm be scared of. I don't know. I'm not like I don't like putting myself in situations where I feel on edge. Like, um, if I were to play a horror game one day, I think I'd be fine because I'd have like maybe chat with me. But if I were to do it on my own, I'd feel so on edge and I'd be like, why did I do this to myself? I went on a deep dive on clowns and really liked the whole culture around them. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that they had like a subculture to them. I mean, now that you've mentioned it, that does make sense. But it's not something I've ever really put thought into. My autism makes me immune to horror since I hyperfixate on them. Fair enough. I think the case for me is that I'm fine with like horror concepts and stuff if there's somebody else there to be a buffer for me, you know? That's why I can watch like streamers and like YouTubers play horror games, but I probably couldn't do it myself. To be fair though, I haven't streamed a horror game before, and I don't know when I'll be able to because I don't have a very good PC at the moment. So I feel like if I were to play a horror game on stream and I had chat with me, I'd be fine. But if I didn't, then I'd be terrified. Clown schools have traditions and clowns have different types of makeups to represent them. It's a rabbit hole. Oh, interesting. Speaking of the horror game stuff. So there are a couple of YouTubers that I watch that played the same horror game at one point. It was Fierce to Fathom. And this one YouTuber I watched, his name is Astral Spiff. He's actually one of my favorite YouTubers out there. I love him and his like dry humor. He's great. He played the Fierce to Fathom game. And when I watched him play, it was like, I was perfectly fine because, I don't know, he's very chill about horror. He doesn't really get all that scared very often. So because he wasn't scared, I wasn't scared. And I got through like his video and playthrough perfectly fine. But I watched a different YouTuber named Alicia X Death play that same game, and she is very susceptible to horror and she gets very scared easily. So when I watched her play through it, I actually felt myself getting put on edge. So I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I think it really depends on who's there with me, quote unquote. Because if they're not scared, I won't be scared. If they are, I will. Something aura can affect you. Yeah. That's very much true. We love horror. It's fun and spoopy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just haven't really engaged with it all that much myself. I always make sure my friends get paranoid in horror games by feeding it. Oh, so you're one of those friends where you're like, I need you to be scared. Like Phasmo, I'm like, did you hear that? I see, you're one of those people. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's funny. I can't get scared, so I scare others. Fair enough. Yeah, I think generally, I would like to play a horror game one day, just to see how I fare, you know? Because what if I'm able to brave through it and like tough it out because of chat? What if that is my superpower? I can play through anything horror or scary if somebody is with me. But if I were on my own, I'd be terrified. Oh, hello, Gigi. What is it? Yeah? Come here. My cat has arrived. Fries have been set. We are so unbelievably back. I asked my sister for help. Welcome back, Greenwood. I have a habit of making jokes in any situation, coping mechanism. So when something spoopy happens, I joke on it. Well, that's not a bad way to approach it. Because, you know, sometimes that's just how you gotta make it through a scary situation. Gigi's chewing on plastic. I don't know why he does that. Any other cat havers out there have a cat that really enjoys chewing on plastic for some reason? I've asked my parents about it before and they think it's a texture thing. Like, he just likes how it feels to chew on it. My humor is very cringe. Something spoopy happens and I go like, you're gonna wanna see this. That's funny. Although, to be fair, I think it's funny whenever you do something like that. I think in one of my previous streams I did with Aqua, we played Repo together, and I think we did something like that occasionally. Shortcake transforms into a 7'5", 250-pound bodybuilder when she gets scared. I mean, I was quite literally saying it really depends on the circumstance. Oh, GG, Greenwood says hi. Or like, it's right behind me, isn't he? Humor, whatever. Ah, millennial humor, huh? Oh, so, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I don't know, I was just staring at my background right now, and I was thinking, one day I think I'm going to get like a actual room drawn background thing. I think that would be fun. I have an idea about what I want to do, but one, I have to save up money, and two, I have to actually get all of my references and mood boards put together. Because I have, like I said, I have an idea about what I want. I just need to put everything together before I officially get it done. What do you mean by room background? So you know how there's some streamers and VTubers that have like actual like rooms or settings behind them? I kind of want one. So that's what I mean. Not always, but I know it would break the tension of the horror since that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, that's fair, especially if your friends are really scared. I am sure that they appreciate the attempt. Oh, that'd be super sick? Yeah! I just need to put all of my files and stuff together in order to actually, you know, tell someone what I want. But one day I'll get that done. Unless I decide to draw it myself. I don't know if I will though, because, I don't know. How expensive would that be? A couple of the artists I've looked at, for what I'm thinking of, it looks like it might be around, $300 to $400 or so. So, like I said, I'd have to save up money for it, but it's something I'd like to do in the future. So basically, is this room right with things in the room? It's this room, right? With things in the room, right? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm not actually all that picky when it comes to commissions and stuff. As long as they can, like, generally hit the prompts that I provide, I'm generally pretty happy with anything that I'm given. Like, frankly, I don't think I give all that many critiques whenever I have to get a commission or whatever. So, I think so long as I can provide what I want on the first go round, it'll be fine. Does this room have walls? Yes. I don't think it can be a room without them. But yeah, that might be a future thing. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to that. Maybe after college. Interesting. A room with walls and has things. I know, right? What a concept. I've heard some commissioned horror stories. I've heard so many commissioned horror stories. My hat goes off to all those poor souls. Yeah, I've only ever had like maybe two instances where I would say that they were less than ideal, my commission in stories. But I mean, otherwise it's all been great, and I've commissioned quite a few people. So I mean, I think generally you have to be really good at like one, communication, and two, knowing what it is you're looking for. Because if you're very vague and you don't know what you want, then that can lead to a lot of miscommunication and problems down the line. So that's why I try to be very prepared whenever it comes to commission. Especially when it comes to something big, where I can be like, okay, this is how I want it, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I don't want, you know? That way it makes the process easier. Otherwise, if it's just something like a sketch or whatever, I just kind of provide the vibe of what I want, and then I'm like, okay, have fun, have as much creative liberties as you want. Because like I said, I'm not really that picky when it comes to sketches or like portraits or whatever. I'm getting those because it's nice to have, not because I really want like some grand end product or whatever. I bet it's hella annoying when someone is super vague. I would assume so. I've never taken commissions myself, so I couldn't say for sure. But I would assume that it can be a little annoying to have to kind of guess what your client wants, you know? And that's something I want to avoid myself whenever I commission someone because, you know, I don't want to make their life any harder. The way that I've always approached commissions whenever I do it is that, you know, this is a luxury that I don't need. It's just something I would like. So I try to make the process as easy as possible because one, this may be a luxury for me, but this is work for them, and oftentimes it's how they make a living. But I don't want to cause them any more stress than they're probably facing, you know? And I don't know, as an artist myself, I understand how hard it can be to work on something like a project. Ooh, so do you remember a few days ago? Can I be your first commission? I want to commission the entire Chainsaw movie. Okay, listen. Unless you have the same exact budget that it took to make that movie, I probably would decline that. Or for the low price of I don't know how much a movie ticket costs, you can go see the Chainsaw Man movie. I have $2.30. Well, you drive a hard bargain. What was I saying? I was saying something before you threw me off my train of thought. Hi, yes, I want to commission something like, have you heard of the Sistine Chapel? Oh, Jesus Christ. How much was, it was Raphael, right? No, it was Michelangelo. How much was Michelangelo paid for that? Dementia. It's not dementia. It's the ADHD. When I forget, I do that a lot. I'll forget what I'm going to say. Maybe 2 quarters. You're right. You're right. They paid him 2 quarters. Really, what was I gonna say? Oh, not really what I was going to say, but hopefully after this stream is over and tomorrow, I'll be able to hit affiliate. Woo! It took me a little longer than I thought it would because, you know, if I had streamed 2 days over the weekend, last weekend, I would have already hit it. But, you know, like I was saying earlier, I don't think I have the energy or capacity to do more than 2 streams a week. Maybe 3. So that's kind of why I've been taking it easy this week. Especially because I've had quite a bit of homework to do. That's huge! Woo! Affiliate! Thank you! Thank you! Like I said, as long as this stream, which it has been, I've been keeping an eye on it, as long as this stream maintains 3 average viewers this whole time, then I'll definitely hit it. And thankfully, so far from what I've seen, it has been maintaining 3 average viewers. So, we're good. Unless both of you decide to leave me at once. You need 3? Alright, I'm out, bringing you back to 2. What did I just say? Soon, 20 average viewers. Hopefully, one day. Or am I? I don't know. Are you? You're gonna be big, I'm telling you. I really appreciate that. I feel like it's probably gonna be a while though, because you know, a lot of VTubers that do grow pretty fast are people that post constantly, you know, advertising themselves and making like short form content, like shorts and stuff for TikTok or YouTube. And I'm not really interested in doing that because I don't really want to be a content creator in the traditional sense. So I feel like it's gonna take me a lot longer to grow than other VTubers like that, you know? I'm fine taking my time. I also feel that because I plan on maintaining a full-time job after I graduate, um, that's probably gonna take up a lot of my energy and time and, you know, bleed into whenever I do my streams. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see whenever I actually do start working full-time because, you know, it's an 8 to 5. So, I don't know. I hear that that can be a little draining and taxing on people who do streaming and full-time jobs. But either way, I'm happy to have reached affiliate at least. Ooh, so I think it was yesterday. I was rewatching a Defunctlin video, um, and it was about the American Idol experience at Hollywood Studios, Disney World, and it was really funny because I think around the time that this experience was there, I had been to Hollywood Studios. It's just that I don't remember this attraction at all. So I'm just like, hmm, I guess it wasn't popular when I was there. Apparently, it was very popular when it first opened up, but it wasn't popular when I was there. But to be fair, I think it was like I was young whenever they finally closed it down, so it makes sense why I probably wouldn't remember it. But regardless, if you haven't watched any Defunctlin videos, I definitely recommend his channel. He's really good. He's a really good documentarian, and he's also really funny. He has a very dry sense of humor, and I like dry senses of humor. You've been to Hollywood? Well, I was talking about Hollywood Studios at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. But yes, I actually have been to Hollywood when I was young. Because I've told you, Greenwood, that I've traveled a lot. But I think I've only ever been to Hollywood like 2 times. Specifically Los Angeles, you know, Hollywood, Los Angeles. But it's been a long time. I haven't been there in a long time. Bro, you've been everywhere? I mean, I did say I really like to travel. I really do. Which is funny because I actually have a very minor fear of flying. um, really, my fear of flying only kind of applies to takeoffs and landings because if you didn't know this, and I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, most often things go wrong during takeoff and landing. So that's usually whenever it's the worst for me. But whenever I'm actually in the air, I'm usually fine, and turbulence doesn't really bother me all that much. But I'm just bringing it up because it's kind of funny that I've traveled so much when I am a little scared of flying. In fact, whenever I was younger, it actually was a little bad, and I had to take some anxiety medication before I would get on a flight. Would you ever travel via van, almost like van life? I always see it online and it looks super fun. I don't think so. I think it looks fun, and I think it would be cool to experience at least once, but I don't know if I'd ever do it long term or anything, because I do enjoy the comfort of having, you know, a home and being able to stay somewhere that I don't need to constantly upkeep. But I think it'd be cool to experience at least once or twice. I've always been interested in trying out an RV at least once, so that's essentially the same thing, just a little bigger. Wow. It's so busy on the road. I wonder how busy it's gonna be tomorrow because it's Halloween. I hope it's not that busy because, you know, um, even though I've lived in this town for like about 5 years now, I never really do anything on Halloween, so I'm never really sure how busy the streets are gonna get. Streets finna be flooded. I bet. I wouldn't be surprised if they get really busy, and I already live next to a very busy road, so I can only assume that it's gonna be pretty loud. I will be out trick-or-treating. Nice. Do you have a costume? I don't plan on trick-or-treating myself, but there is a little event that I am planning on going to. I don't have a costume either. I just plan on going and having fun. Finna wear nasty Nike tech. Or a shiesty? I hope that's correct. Nike tech. Oh, you're going as a penguin. I see. Well, that's gonna be fun. I remember when I used to actually really be into Halloween as like a child, and I would dress up and everything. I think my favorite costume that I ever did whenever I was younger was Dorothy. I don't know, I just feel like that costume came out the best. Nowadays though, yeah, I don't really participate in a whole lot of Halloween activities. Oh, so do you remember, I don't remember how long ago it was that I mentioned this, where there was this movie that I really wanted to watch. That gonna go shake the fries. No worries. There was this movie that I really wanted to watch that I haven't made time to watch yet. I still haven't watched it, and I really want to. It's that executive dysfunction again. Um, it's really getting to me. I need to do it, but at the same time, I need to do work. So it's very hard for me to justify doing certain things. Like tonight, I considered doing some homework on stream, but I wasn't really feeling like drawing on stream. Plus, I wasn't sure if I was allowed to work on this on stream because technically it's copyrighted material. So I was like, do I want to play a game? And then I was like, not really. I'm not really feeling a game tonight. So I was just like, I've never done a just chatting stream where it's just like this format, just me and then chat over there. So I decided to try it out, and I actually have been really having a little fun. Having a lot of fun. So yeah, I've been having a good time. But yeah, in regards to that one movie that I really want to watch, just haven't gotten to it yet. I will. I'll get to it, but it's gonna be a second. Well, maybe not. Depends on how I feel this weekend. Okay, I'm back. It's not finished. Well, just gotta be a little bit more patient. Have I watched Dark Crystal? Do you mean that one movie that's, the puppets? I think I haven't ever watched, I haven't watched it, but a long time ago, I watched The Odd Ones Out make a video on it. Because he said that he had watched it, and this was back when I watched his channel quite a bit, and he made like a video about it. Yeah. But no, I haven't seen it myself, but I heard it was pretty good. You know, there is one line I remember from that video, now that I'm thinking about it, that made me crack up when I first saw the movie. I mean, first saw it. It was, he was describing this one scene where a character apparently dies, but the way that his tone inflected, or however it goes, he says, "So-and-so got murdered!" And the way that he just said that made me laugh. I don't know who it was, though, that died in that movie. That's the only context I have for it. I do know that they had a show, and then apparently there were comics as well. I haven't been on YouTube in a while, in my opinion. It's been so dry recently. Yeah, there's been quite a few, I've been having a bit of a hard time finding stuff to watch myself. But, I mean, I've kind of just been, like, either watching old videos I haven't seen in a while, or trying to find documentaries, because I like watching documentary-style videos. Who do I regularly watch? Okay, so Astral Spiff is a creator that I really, really like. He is a speedrunner and gamer in general. He is really cool. He has a very dry sense of humor, which I love. And he makes really cool challenge videos as well. I really like his content a lot, so I watch his videos all the time. And then I think second on my list would be this artist named Jinja Ninja OWO, but that's what their YouTube channel name is. Everywhere else they go by either Actually Ray or Jumpy June. I absolutely love their art content. I have been following them for literal years, and I can't sing their praises enough. So if you're interested in watching cool art and concept videos and stuff like that, I definitely recommend them. They're really, really good and talented. And then after that, I actually just discovered this new channel recently that I really like, called Good Enough, I think? Good Enough History? Something like that. Where basically they make like videos about history topics, obviously, but he draws everything like stick figure style, and he has a good sense of humor as well. I like his content. Oh, Greenwood, just so you know, their pronouns are he, they. Just so you know. But yeah, they are really cool. I love their art. I've been quite literally following them ever since I was like in middle school. I love their art. They're so good. And I definitely recommend watching more of their content if you can. Watching history via YouTube? Listen, I like learning. I love learning about like super obscure topics and stuff. My bad? No worries. It can be hard to tell if you're not very like engrossed in their community. So no worries. But I just think that the content that Good Enough History makes is really funny. So yeah, I really like it. Because I think, so one of the videos I recently watched of his, because I've watched all of his content, because he's a relatively new YouTuber, actually. So, he doesn't have a whole lot of videos. But, I think my favorite one of his is the one where he did, like, how to beat every, apex predator in a fight. And I mean, obviously it's a satirical video, but it is like supposed to somewhat give you good advice on how to handle being in that situation. But it's so funny because he's like, so you have the option of running away from this particular apex predator, but if I know you, like I think I know you, you're not gonna run away. You're not a coward. So square up and you're gonna fight this animal. You seem like the type to know super random things. Actually, yeah. Um, Funnily enough, back in like what was it? Freshman year of college, my group of friends and I, we were watching Jeopardy, I think it was, in the lobby of our dorm. And we, you know how Jeopardy works, where it's kind of like trivia. And one of the questions was like, what is this foraging technique that was lost to time and we can't recreate it nowadays, but people can try through this visual technique or whatever. Something along those lines. And I knew the answer to that. I go like, oh, it's Damascus steel. And all of my friends go like, how did you know that? I've always been a fan of little trivia facts and history stuff. So yeah, your little assessment being like, you seem to type to know super random stuff is true. But would I want to run away? Yeah, I would. I would run away from an apex if I can, an apex predator, because I value my life. How is that something you know? Whenever I was younger, I watched quite a few foraging videos, not gonna lie. Anyways. It's just, you know, that's just I don't know. Sometimes I just know weird random stuff. They need to have me on a KH trivia. Yeah, like, that'd be fun. Did you ever know that in one of Sora's original concept arts, he had a tail? He was like a little lion boy. Did you know that? Ain't nobody stepping up to me. Did you know that concept art fact though? Did you? If you didn't, then I'm afraid that I got you beat. You saw that? It was hella cool. Yeah. I don't mind that he scrapped that concept. It's just, I think it was a bit interesting. Nah, bro. I'm afraid you're number 4. Ah. Okay, then, spout off a random Kingdom Hearts fact, and I'll let you know if that's something I knew or not. Let's give it a go. Let's try it. I'll wait. While I do wait, though, okay, I'm gonna say a line, and you gotta tell me which scene it's from. Okay, hit me with your best shot. Although, if it's something like so small that it could be from anywhere, I'm gonna time you out. I'm just kidding. But go ahead, hit me. But I was gonna say something while I was waiting. I've been thinking about it. I was like, what was I gonna say? Oh, this isn't it. But apparently in Disneyland, for this year's Halloween festival or whatever, they're actually apparently adding some more Kingdom Hearts merch, which I'm surprised about because, you know, Disney would never acknowledge Kingdom Hearts if they could help it. Come on, Sora, I thought you were stronger than that. Okay, come on now. That is literally from like 3 different games, but it's the scene where Riku is training against Sora back on Destiny Islands in the prologue, but it's also repeated in Kingdom Hearts Days and Kingdom Hearts 2. And also, it's going to be in a bunch of other scenes because it's a scene that they use in order to call back to Sora. I mean, Sora and Riku's relationship. It's been used in so many scenes. Come on now. You gotta be more specific when it comes to a line like that. I may be a fake fan. How do you know that? I am a Kingdom Hearts fan. It's been used in Days, Kingdom Hearts 2. I believe it's also been used in, what was it? Dream Drop Distance. It's also been used in Chain of Memories, I believe. Come on now. It's an iconic line. Actually, okay, so Dream Drop is a game that I only made it partially through because when I first played it, I couldn't quite get the flow, what is it called, that mechanic again? It's like flow something. Either way, I couldn't quite get that down, so I got a little frustrated and I stopped. Although I am really happy that they included, what was it? Fantasia? Yeah, they included Fantasia in Dream Drop, and I'm like, wow! They acknowledged Dream Drop! I mean, Fantasia! Man, I love Fantasia so much. But they're never gonna make another Fantasia, unfortunately. Dream Drop and Recoded fighting for being the #1 spot of being ass. Okay, listen. I will stand by Dream Drop because Dream Drop is at least integral to the story. And while Coded has some important story elements, it's not like the most important. It's a big recap of Kingdom Hearts 1. Only good part of Dream Drop was The World Ends With You. Oh, I've never actually played The World Ends With You, but I hear it's really good. I'm looking something up. Hang on. Okay. Super good story, not that popular though, so I don't blame you. It's on DS though, you could always get a copy. Yeah, I mean, I do have a DS, it's just that, I don't know. I hear that it's good. I just don't know. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll check it out. How are the mechanics in there? I actually have never seen a playthrough of The World Ends With You. I do know that Neku and Joshua, I think those two are very popular. I've seen a lot about them. But otherwise, I don't really know much about it. You know what I think would be fun? Speaking of DS games, Rhythm Thief? Is that what it's called? That one looks fun. Because I like playing rhythm games, but I've only played a few. So I know of Rhythm Thief because there was this one viral song from it a couple years ago that kind of popped off. But otherwise, I don't really know anything else about it. It just looks like fun. And of course, what's on the DS is my beloved Kid Icarus Uprising. Praying one day we'll get a port or a sequel, something, hopefully. You know, that's something else I should add to my fan art list. I want to draw some Kid Icarus fan art. So you must have loved Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Yes, I did. I played that game so much, and I logged so many hours playing Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. It was so good. And I should actually play it again. It's been a minute since I picked it up. To be fair though, I've been so busy that I haven't really had the time to play a whole lot of games. But yeah, I should play it again sometime. Plus, Kingdom Hearts music is just so iconic that I think that it would just be cool to have it. I mean, I just enjoyed hearing it again, you know? But I would love to have it on like a vinyl or something. Okay, I'm finally back. I was trying to multitask and I don't know if I could tell, but I don't know if you could tell, but I'm so ass at multitasking. No worries. You're fine, no worries. You don't have to ever, like, worry about how I'm gonna feel about you being gone or whatever. I'm not gonna judge you. Oop. But you got your fries, huh? No, I wasn't worried. Just wanted to keep watching stream. No, okay. Alright. Bum, bum, bum. But if you don't mind, I had asked what the gameplay was of The World Ends With You, because I've never seen a gameplay of World Ends With You, so I'm a little interested in how that goes. Is it kind of Final Fantasy-esque, like turn-based, or is it I don't know, more in line with like Kingdom Hearts, like a real-time action one? Whatever that's called. I don't know a whole lot about video games, if you couldn't tell, like in terms of like technical stuff. Speaking of technical stuff for video games, oh, it's super different. You have to use a little DS stick a lot, but it's okay-ish. I was locked in for the story. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that, speaking of like technical video game stuff, and the DS, I guess, do you think it's similar to the way Kid Icarus plays? Did you ever play Kid Icarus? I know you said that you know of it, I just don't know if you ever actually played it. Because that one was a little bit weird in terms of mechanics. But you gotta save that playthrough for when you get a capture card. Yeah. I'll definitely look into it whenever I do get a capture card. I don't know when that's gonna be, if I'm being honest. Because I was thinking about that today, because I went out to go eat dinner, like I said, and I drove by a Best Buy, and, you know, Best Buy is the only place I think nearby me that sells capture cards, and I was like, man, I could just go in there right now and buy one, if I had the money. So, yeah, I know that it's like the hashtag soon kind of thing, but you know, one day we'll be able to play more games and all that jazz. It'll be fun. You gotta set up a dono. I mean, I have already looked into how to set up the tip function on for stream. I've already looked into it and everything. I just haven't actually like publicly posted the link or anything. Mainly because like I don't know when it would be appropriate to like set that up, because like I don't know. I feel like it's so early into my, I guess, streaming for me, that it would feel weird if I already had that set up. I don't know. Do you think so? I feel like it'd be weird if I already had that, like, up and ready to go. I did look into it already, though. Because I remember Evil on my last stream on Sunday, I think it was, saying that I should set it up. And I was like, well, maybe. So I did look into it. But I don't have it like publicly posted or anything. And plus, until I hit affiliate, I don't know if you know this, but Twitch doesn't actually like pay me for like subs or stuff that I get right now, because even though I do have access to like earning bits and subs and stuff like that, they don't actually give you a payout until you're an affiliate. For now, what they do is that they like kind of hold it in this spendable currency that they have, where you can use the money that you earn and use it to pay for your own subs and stuff. And bits. And unless you get like $50 worth of all that stuff, then they're not gonna give you a payout. But whenever you hit affiliate, they're automatically gonna give you a payout, no matter how little money you make. So that's just kind of where it's at for me right now. I wouldn't feel weird about it, you know? I know hella people that would donate without a second thought, especially whenever you're playing games that are directed towards a specific fan base. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, maybe I'll set it up before next stream and just like have it there. Because, you know, there's a bunch of, there's I don't know how to exactly explain it, where it's like you can, put the link in your about page on Twitch, but maybe I'll set that up before my next stream, whenever that is. Oh, but in regards to subs, I actually don't know if I mentioned this, but I do have sub badges. I just didn't feel like commissioning someone for them because I didn't want to pay. I didn't feel like shelling out money for somebody designing and drawing them, so I drew them. So that's really fun. I had a lot of fun doing those because they were just quick and easy to do, you know? So, I don't know if I'm gonna do that for everything. I know for a fact I don't really want to do that for emotes. I don't feel like drawing my own emotes, so I'll just pay for those. But when it came to the sub badges, I was just like, I'll do it. Because I think it's just like a one and done. You just kind of do them, and then they're always there. Which could be the same case for emotes, but I feel like people are more drawn in by emotes than anything, you know? Yeah, a good emote would be keeping me around for years. Yep, and eventually I'll have more to show off myself as well, but for the time being, we got GG Woe. And then there's also this other emote in my library catalog as well. I didn't add that. It was just like a default emote that was already there, and I just haven't taken it down yet. So the only one that I've added myself is GG Woe. Speaking of, hi Jeej. I always see that emote. Yeah, I mean, apparently it is a default that you can just have added. So, I mean, I just haven't taken it out yet. I don't know, just because. But eventually I will. Feed Gigi snacks. He probably wants me to, but he's already eaten so much today. I really shouldn't give him any. He's eaten so much. He's getting a little chunky. Did you give Gigi catnip? Or do I give him? I've only ever done it once, because for the longest time, I forgot that I had a little bag of catnip. Um, but recently, within like the past couple of months, I did, and he really enjoyed it. I don't really do it all that much though. Because generally, the way that I've seen that you kind of have to give cats catnip is you just kind of like put a pile of it on the floor for them to like really dig into and everything. So, and that can get kind of messy. So I don't do it all that often. But I do remember you mentioning that you have cats as well, Greenwood. Do you give your cats catnip? Because, like I said, I only do it very sparingly because it's messy. But what about you? Do you do that? Oh, I didn't know that this opened. Sorry, I've been like messing around with like this pin holder I have for my Cintiq pin. And I started like twisting the bottom of one of the holders I have, and it has extra nibs in it. That's cool. Ooh, cool. No, we haven't. I think I was scared of it because something bad I heard online. I don't think it was a credible source, but it stuck with me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, giving your cats catnip in small doses isn't a bad thing. Um, like, it's not that bad. Just like don't do it all that often, you know? I don't think it's healthy to do that very often. But yeah, I've only ever done it for Gigi once, and then I had a cat whenever I was younger that I tried giving catnip, and he didn't really seem all that into it. So I assume it's just like a cat by cat basis, where sometimes they're really into it, and then sometimes they're not. I'm so ready to eat unlimited candy tomorrow. Well, I hope you have fun with that. I, on the other hand, um, live to where I live a lifestyle where I'm like, if I want candy, I'll just go get candy. I don't need to wait until Halloween to eat candy, like a lot of candy. But my favorite, I think my favorite is those nerd gummies clusters. Because whenever I was younger, I really liked those nerd ropes. And eventually they discontinued the nerd ropes for whatever reason. So, but they started doing those nerd gummy clusters instead. And so I really like those. You finished chocolate raisins. No, I don't like raisins. So that's what strike against the old theory. Ha! I'm not as old as you think I am. Top 3? Hmm. I don't know. Because, like, those nerd gummy clusters are up there. I think they would be my favorite. And then... I don't know. I gotta really think about this because I don't ever really think about my favorites, you know? uh, the nerd gummy clusters are up there. I do like peanut M&Ms, and then Skittles, I guess. I don't know. I think those are it. What about you? Because generally speaking, I don't even eat all that much candy. Sure, I eat a lot of sweets, but candy, not all that often, actually. Number 1 is Reese's, okay. Yeah, 2 and 3, or oh, number 2 is Three Musketeers. Okay, I get it. But yeah, I'm not really big on like candy, if I'm being that honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, like I like candy. It's just that when I want something sweet, I just eat like cookies or like little desserts, stuff like that. 3 is an unpopular take, but Heath? What's Heath? I don't know what that is. Not big on candy? Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's just that, like I said, if I want to eat something sweet, I'll get like a little dessert cake or like a cookie or something. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, maybe that's another reason why I'm not that big on Halloween. I don't know. Because, like, yeah, sure, I enjoyed it when I was young and I was a child, but I just prefer desserts. Can you guess what my favorite dessert is? You'll never guess. I can guarantee it. I like how everyone just forgets Thanksgiving. I mean, yeah, I like Thanksgiving enough, because I like eating food, obviously. Shortbread? Close enough. But I like Thanksgiving alright. It's not my favorite holiday, but it's fine. Shortbread snake. That was a alternate reality me. But yeah, I really like strawberry shortcake. It's been my favorite ever since I was little, because my dad always made it as like a special celebration dessert, and I just loved how he made strawberry shortcake. So yeah, that's my favorite dessert. And that's why my name is Shortcake. I don't think I've ever had it. It's really good. You should try it if you get the chance. I'm not saying that just because I'm biased. Hmm. Hmm. But yeah. Otherwise, it's funny that you say shortbread because I don't think I've ever. No, wait. Yes, I have. I've had shortbread before because they're Girl Scout cookies, aren't they? Shortbread cookies? Do I? Cheesecake? Not really. You know, I remember saying once in a stream a while ago that I didn't really care about texture of foods, but now that I'm thinking about it, texture really matters to me when it comes to desserts because I don't really like the texture of cheesecake. Another dessert that I don't really care for the texture of is pies. I really dislike the way pie fillings texture is. I don't know. Never liked it, and yeah, I don't like pie. I'm missing out? Yeah. It's just, I dislike how, I don't like how it tastes. Not the taste. It's more just, like I said, the texture of the way that the filling is. Whatever you call cheesecake filling. I don't know. But, yeah, shortbreads are a type of Girl Scout cookie, aren't they? Didn't the Girl Scout Association, or whatever it's called, just recently announced that they're going to be releasing a new flavor? Like a Rocky Road flavor? Didn't they? I'm pretty sure I saw something about that. I'm actually interested in trying out those cookies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they mentioned that it's gonna be a Rocky Road type cookie. You don't know what Rocky Road is? Like Rocky Road ice cream? Rocky Road ice cream is a chocolate ice cream base with almonds and marshmallows in it. I think it's almonds. Yeah, it's almonds, I think. But yeah, that's Rocky Road. And so basically they're gonna be turning we are so up. Yeah, so they're gonna be turning, I believe at least, if I remember correctly, they're gonna be turning Rocky Road into a flavor for their Girl Scout cookies. So I'm interested in trying those out. I don't know how I would feel about it because I'm used to Rocky Road ice cream, not cookie form, but I'm interested. Those sound so good. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm really interested in trying it. Because I like Rocky Road ice cream. I wonder how that would translate, from ice cream to cookie. I'm sure it won't be that bad though, because it's just a chocolate a chocolate cookie with almonds and marshmallows in it as well. Bro's gonna get my hopes up so high just for them not to release. I mean, okay, let me look it up. Rocky Road, Girl Scout cookies? Yeah, they're doing it. It's called Explore Mores, a new sandwich cookie inspired by Rocky Road ice cream that will be available for the 2026 season. No, I literally said, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, those are the words I was using. I literally said, I'm pretty sure that they're doing this. I think they are. And you were just taking my word as gospel. Tisk tisk. This is why people need to do their own research. But yes, they are doing it. They are doing it. So yeah, they are. Which, cool, because I actually do want to give them a try, like I said. They sound good. Ooh. It looks like what they're doing is that it's gonna be a chocolate cookie with like the stuff in it, and then like an ice cream cookie sandwich where they have like stuff in between the cookies? It looks like they have like a frosting type thing in between the two cookies, and that might be where they have the almonds and marshmallows. That looks really good, actually. That's gonna be very high in calories, but I'm not against it. Who cares? It's a cookie. Who cares about the calorie count? It's interesting that they're called Explore Mores. I wonder why they chose that name. Calorie talk in the Big 25. I mean, it's important to some people. Plus, I literally just thought about it because I was just like, that really is going to be a bit high, huh? Although, to be fair, I don't particularly count calories myself. I'm just like, it was a thought that popped up in my head. What about you? You have to keep track of calories, right? If I'm thinking about it correctly? Because, like, aren't you literally employed in an industry that makes you have to, like, keep track of that kind of stuff? I might just be making an assumption. Who knows? Bum, bum. Oh, well, since we're on this topic, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? Besides the new and upcoming Explore Mores. Because I think in the past, I've only ever eaten the shortbread Girl Scout cookies. Because none of the other ones sound all that enticing to me. I don't like the mint flavored stuff. So I wasn't ever really big into thick mints like some other people. Nah, bruh, eat what you want. I like food. I feel like foods are meant to not determine their numeric value. Yeah, I get that. But, I don't remember. Yeah, I wasn't really that big into thick mints, although I knew people that were. And then, I myself only really ever ate, shortbreads. I'm not in the Coast Guard yet. I joined in February 23rd, besides I eat balanced up. Well, I was just gonna say, isn't that an important thing to keep track of when you are in the Coast Guard? Either way. That looks like a fun cookie, so I'm gonna try it whenever it's available. I don't know how long ago we were talking about Cookie Run, but somehow we're back on the topic of cookies. I love the mint things. Ah, so you're a mint enjoyer, huh? You like the taste of toothpaste? Toothpaste? I mean, it's mint. And mint is a very common flavor of toothpaste. I don't want to hear that from a strawberry lover. At least strawberry tastes good. And I'm not saying that I like strawberry artificial flavored stuff. I like actual strawberries, man. It'd be 20% ripe, 80% spoiled? Well, yeah, if you let it get spoiled. If you eat them fresh, they're good. I can tell you've never been strawberry picking, man. Get some whimsy in your life. Go pick some fresh strawberries and eat those. Fresh, they sour. Yes, they are, but it's good. And it's good when they're fresh. They're sweet and sour. And isn't that like a big flavor combo? People really enjoy sweet and sour stuff. Spooky. Hello, Toaster. Yeah, happy early Halloween, or Hallows Eve, whatever you want to call it. I hope you're having a good night. We're just kind of in a debate between flavors. Like, apparently Greenwood over here is a mint enjoyer, whereas they're getting on my case for being a strawberry enjoyer. Although I'm making the case that it's not that bad, because I don't care for artificial strawberry. I like real strawberries, thank you very much. Flavors of what? Oh, just flavors in general. We were kind of talking about like Girl Scout cookies and stuff, but then, you know, now I'm talking about just flavors in general. It's not that sour. Strawberries aren't that sour. Like, they can be, but like, that's the whole, like, appeal. They're sweet and sour. I do like strawberries. Used to grow them in my garden. Ha! See? We got another strawberry enjoyer. Man, I actually want to have a strawberry garden. That sounds like fun. I'm losing the battle. Yes, you are. So admit defeat. I think it'd be fun to have a little strawberry plant, so that I could have fresh strawberries myself. Although I hear that growing your own personal strawberries, they tend to be smaller than general, than like produce strawberries, whatever. Depends on the strawberry. The ones I had were very sweet, but the smaller ones were more sour. Hmm, I see. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it really depends on the strawberry, especially because, like, I feel like smaller ones tend to be not as ripe. I'm sure Aqua agrees with me. Just wait until I tell her. If I know Aqua, she'll agree with me. She'll be a strawberry defender. Strawberry milk is a W. Oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, to be honest, I haven't ever really drank strawberry milk. Like, whenever I was younger, I only had plain milk, like regular. So, I never got the hype between chocolate and strawberry milk. But that's probably just because I kind of avoided it. But, I mean, I respect the people that do like it. I drink 1 to 2 gallons of milk a week with the occasional chocolate milk. Ooh, we got a milk enjoyer here. I used to drink a lot more milk when I was younger, but nowadays I mainly just use milk to, make food and stuff. So I don't go through milk as often as you, but that's impressive. You must have very strong bones. Dude, imagine mint milk. You would like that. You're a mint enjoyer. Although I think that they do that like around St. Patrick's Day, don't they? To like make green mint flavored milk as like a special occasion thing. I have one really strong bone. One really strong one, huh? I'd like to know if it's a leg bone or anything, because that's a very strong bone. I think because whenever I was younger, I drank a lot of milk. I actually have strong bones myself. I've never broken a bone in my life. Um, so anyone else here? Anyone else here in the Never Broken a Bone Club? My right big toe. I crushed under 100 pounds of steel. Now it's longer and thicker. Jesus. That is one strong bone. Man, you got one superpowered toe. I broke every toe on my right foot. Ooh. I'm clumsy. Mmm. I see, I see. I have never broken a bone. What about you, Greenwood? Bro's got Hulk toes. Don't say that. What's funny is that, I hear that it's actually very easy to break your toes because like apparently just slamming it hard enough into like a bathtub or whatever is enough to break them. But other than my toes and one pinky finger, I haven't broken anything else. Not bad. Your little fingers and toes are very easy to break from what I hear, but the fact that those are the only things you're breaking, that's a bit of an accomplishment. Tell me, I'm curious, because like I said, I've never experienced it. What does it feel like breaking a bone? I want to know. I've accidentally gotten my pinky finger dislocated, but never broken, dude. Not bad. I've never dislocated anything, so I got that on you too. Pain, hot, sharp pain. Oh, interesting. So, is it like after you break it, it's just like a throbbing pain? Or is it like, that really sharp pain and then it's dull until you have to get it like fixed or whatever? I'm very curious. I wonder. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, my family in general very rarely gets in injuries because I think the only one I can think of really getting injured was my dad. He's broken a bone, or a few. My brother's never broken a bone, I don't think, but my mom has. So I'm like, maybe we just have good bones. Or maybe it's the milk I drank. Hmm. Hi, Nikolai. It's been a long time. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Dude, it's a shark curse. You're probably right. Oh, Nikolai, now that I'm thinking about this was probably your first time seeing this model, right? But yeah, this is my new main model that I've been using for a bit. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It has been a while since we've chatted. I'm glad to see you're doing well. Thank you. Thank you. The artist is Blackberry Tea on Twitter. You should check out her other art. It's really cute. And then the rigging, I'm really impressed with as well. I'm very happy with how this model came out. I was planning on saving it for my first year anniversary of streaming, but I got impatient and I really wanted to use this model. So here it is. Oh, Greenwood, you're still in the minority of not strawberry enjoyers. Ha ha. What was the previous model? It was just a chibi model. It was a very cute chibi model that I got by this artist named Yoma. I may use it on occasion as well, going on, but this is like the big model, you know, that I was like saving up for. I don't know if I have any more VODs with the previous model on up anymore because it's been a while. At least I'm not 94 years old. I'm not 94. You think I'm so old. Have I made a stream schedule yet? Basically what I'm gonna try and stick to is doing streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Although time will vary because it usually depends on how busy I am in the day. Because I am still in college, you know, and I do have work to do throughout the day. So if I'm not as busy, I'll probably stream around 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern. And then if I am busier, then I'll stream around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. But generally, those are what I'm looking at. That's generally my schedule. And then if I'm feeling up to it and I have the energy to do it, I'll stream on the weekends, maybe once, either on Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, that's generally what I'm looking at. Alrighty then, how's college going? It's going good. I'm actually getting very close to finishing up this semester, and as soon as this semester is over, I am done with college for good. I'll finally be done and I'll be free. When I first joined your stream, I think you just started college, correct? I think when you first joined, I had just started my master's degree program, but because I've only been streaming for about a year, so yeah, I've only yeah, I think that's about around the time you first joined me. So I had just started my master's degree program when you joined me, and I'm about to finish my master's degree program. I know it was early. Yeah. It was pretty early. But I mean, to be fair, I was a bit of on an accelerated program as well. So this master's program has only taken me about a year to finish anyway. So about a year. Nico is an OG. They are. They've been around for a while. It's just been a minute since they've stopped by. But to be fair, they also are busy as well. I understand. And I haven't had the most consistent stream schedule in general anyway, which I mean is probably evident because, you know, I've mentioned this a lot of times. A lot of times my stream will depend, when I stream will depend on how I'm feeling, so. I don't get notifications on your streams. Do you have it turned on? Because I mean, if you don't have it turned on, that might be why. Otherwise, I don't know. You do? I don't know. That's weird. I was wondering, because I did see that, because Twitch does give you like analytics and stuff about like who all gets like, or who all has your notifications turned on and how many people interact with them. So I don't know, maybe it's a weird glitch. Yeah, maybe you have like notifications turned off for Twitch. Who knows? But I appreciate you checking it out, Nico. Especially because, like, you don't have to. But I really do appreciate it. Oh, and since it's been a while since you've been around, if you're still listening while you're checking your settings, I'm actually, this should be the last stream that I need before I hit affiliate. So, yippee! I've been so excited about this, because I finally have enough followers, and then I should hit this, stream requirement tonight. Once the stream is over, I mean. I will admit, I was a little Dubai chocolate labubu. Okay. Okay, reminder, again, I mean, I kind of get the meme. I don't really get it. What's the meme? Because, like, is that a TikTok thing? Is that a TikTok thing? I don't like it. I tried it, but I didn't like the Dubai chocolate. Huh? Oh. What is Dubai chocolate? What is it? Because, I mean, I've only ever really heard of it. Your generation wouldn't get it? I swear to God, if one day it comes out that I'm younger than you, I'm gonna throw hands. Because you think I'm way older than I really am. I swear to God. You're not? I'm 21? Okay. You're right, I'm not. But I'm not that much older than you. Man. I'm not... It's just because I don't really have an online presence. I don't use a bunch of social media, so I'm not that up to date. That's the only reason why you think I'm old. But yeah, could someone explain to me what Dubai chocolate is? I don't know what it is. Is it just chocolate made in Dubai? Is it special flavor? What is it? I don't know if I'm ever gonna get an explanation, man. I don't know what's special about it, to be honest. It's like pistachio. Okay, there it is. There's the explanation. It's like pistachio filling into a chocolate. It's super huge and overhyped right now. Hence why everyone be clowning on it. Oh. So you're saying it's just pistachio filled chocolate. Okay. Okay, I mean, okay. Yeah, I don't want to do I don't get this generation's humor because, like I said, I'm not that old, but, like, I don't get it. Do you need me to explain Labubus to- No! I know what a Labubu is, but I don't care about them. And I hate that you're calling me Granny. Oh, thank you, Nikolai. Oh, hi, Gigi. You're back. Ooh, you redeemed it twice. Okay. Oh, you redeemed it too, Greenwood. All right. Actually, I've been drinking something this whole time, and I'm out of something to drink now. I might get a refill soon. Yeah, I don't know what else to add as a redeem. Do you drink coffee? No. How long are you streaming tonight? I don't know. I feel like I can go for a while, but at the same time, I do have work to do as well. So I might go for a little while longer. But do I drink coffee? No. I don't really like the taste of coffee, but I do drink hot chocolate instead. Um, I just, I don't like the taste of coffee. I don't like the smell of coffee either. And it's funny because like, I don't really drink energy drinks either, so I don't really drink anything caffeinated besides like soda. And it's funny because I've had friends in the past be like, how do you make it through the day without drinking anything like that? And I'm like, I don't know. I just, I do it. Hot chocolate gang, yeah! If I ever go into a coffee shop, I look and see if they have hot chocolate instead of coffee. I mean, well, they'll have coffee because it's a coffee shop, but I look if they serve hot chocolate. And if they have good hot chocolate, I'll come back. If they don't, then I won't. For instance, do you drink tea? I drink sweet tea and like unsweet tea, but I don't drink like hot teas. I've tried some before though, and there was one that I really liked. I just don't remember what it was anymore. Working off pure bodily energy alone, you're a fucking G. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Apparently, caffeine doesn't necessarily affect people with ADHD as much as it would like people without it. And so I think because of that, I've never actually felt the benefits of caffeine. So drinking energy drinks or coffee or something like that hasn't really ever had a benefit to me since it doesn't really do anything. And I don't think they taste all that good, so why should I drink it? But I do like the taste of hot chocolate. So one place that I actually don't like their hot chocolate is Starbucks. Because every Starbucks that I've ever been to that I got their hot chocolate, it just tastes like they made the hot chocolate in the same strainer or like pot that they make their coffee in. And it tastes really bad because of that. Low key, your ADHD is like your energy source. You're so right. Like, you're so right. I don't like Tim Hortons hot chocolate. Ooh, Tim Hortons is more of like a northern thing, like, in Canada and like a bit in New York and stuff. So I've never actually had Tim Hortons, but I'll take your word for it. Because if you're a hot chocolate connoisseur like I am, Nikolai, then I'll take your word for it. Speaking of, a coffee shop actually opened up near me, and I will stop by them every once in a while because they actually have really good hot chocolate, and I'm glad because it's within walking distance of where I live, and it's a nice pick-me-up whenever I have to go to class in the morning. Have you made a Discord yet? Actually, not yet, but I've been thinking about it. I've actually been trying to get one together. So I am planning on actually doing it. So that we could have like a fun little Discord server, but it's not ready yet. I'll let you guys know when it is though, okay? You're a matcha expert? Ooh, I haven't had matcha myself yet. But I do know what it tastes like. No, wait, I lied. I have had a little bit of matcha, but it's been a long time since I had it. I remember liking it a little, but I didn't have so much that I could form like a good opinion on it, you know? Although I will go ahead and specify right now that when I make my Discord server for us, even though I love chatting with you guys here and I like being friendly with you guys, I'd prefer if you guys refrain from sending me a friend request because I like keeping my Discord usage as like a to a minimum, and I mainly friend people that I know IRL. So it'd be easier for me if I do that, if that's okay. Just to like go ahead and set that boundary right now. I think you'd really like it. Super good for you too, from what I've heard. Oh, nice. I'll definitely have to try it again. Try it in a bigger quantity. Because they're bot in Discord that lets the server know about the stream when you start. Oh yeah. I'm in a couple of other streamer servers, and I know exactly what you're talking about. So I'm gonna have to look into that and set that up. Don't worry, I'll get around to that. I will definitely get around to that. We totally get it. That's all right. Thank you. I just wanted to go ahead and set that boundary now, just in case. Mainly because, like, you know, while I don't mind sharing a bunch of stories and stuff about myself, I would like to maintain a little bit of privacy, you know? Makes sense. We'll respect it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, there'd be some hella weird people out there. I get that. Yeah. Plus, I noticed that that's like a general rule for a lot of content creators. Thank you for the, thank you for the hydrate and posture check. I've noticed that that's like a general rule in a lot of streamers' Discord servers as well. So I wanted to also kind of implement that whenever I make it. Oh, but I was saying earlier, I think, that I do have some more work I want to get done tonight in terms of my assignments and stuff. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream, but I'm thinking at least for until 3 hours, because I don't know. I like having even numbers like that. Oh, Nikolai, now that I'm thinking about it, have you, because it's been a while, I think. Have you listened to Epic the Musical? I don't think you've ever been around since I kind of got into Epic, and it's become a bit of an obsession. I've been playing it a lot in the background of my streams. Not this time. I just decided to loop the Cookie Run music. So I'm just curious. Oh yeah, I obsess over it. Yeah! We love Epic. Greenwood has yet to actually listen to it all the way through. But yeah, we love Epic in this household. I listen to it every day and night during work. Yeah! We love Epic. I'm so excited for Ilium. I can't wait. I mean, I know that Jorge has shown like a small clip of Fire, the first song of Ilium, and already it sounds so good. I'm so excited. Oh, now that we're on the topic of Epic, I remember mentioning in a previous stream last week that I had a classmate that was very much like we think that they're contrarian because they said that they hate Epic. And I just now thought of this because I was talking about Epic and I thought about them. But when I told my class that I went to go see the Chainsaw Man movie, we started talking about Chainsaw Man. And once again, I think they were being a little bit of a contrarian. I don't know if this is a general consensus though, where they said that they hated how part 1 of Chainsaw Man ended. So I don't know if that's like a contrarian take, or if it was just like a general feeling. I don't know. I have yet to read Chainsaw Man, so I'm gonna go chill with the fam. They seem to be downstairs right now. I'll catch your next stream, Shortcake. Okay, no worries. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me, Greenwood. Oh, that person is definitely a contrarian. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Good night. Good night, Greenwood. Have a good night. Top 3 songs are Fight Little Wolf, Thunderbringer, and Odysseus. My top 3 are probably Dangerous. I really like Scylla. And then... let me think. Dangerous, Scylla, and maybe Puppeteer or Ruthlessness. One of those two. But either way, I do really like the entirety of Epic. Ruthlessness is another fave when Poseidon gets introduced. Yeah, I actually think that my favorite saga though is Circe's saga. I really love Circe's singer, so that's one of the reasons why it's such a high. It's a peak for me in the musical, and also it's the saga where Hermes is introduced, and I love Hermes' songs. So another reason why I really like it. Mine is the Ocean Saga. That is a good one. That's a good one. I think that that saga is generally a good one, especially because it has such a high with ending on ruthlessness. But I do think that it's the one I'd listen to least in general, besides Ruthlessness. Ruthlessness was just such a banger. But in regards to the rest of the musical, I think for me it goes like Circe Saga, Wisdom Saga. I think Troy Saga's up there. Vengeance Saga is down there. Ithaca, and then I think it would be the Ocean Saga. That's generally, it's like not entirely like, that's not the set in stone ranking for me, but that's generally how I feel. Oh, if you're going to listen to Epic, you need to listen to own thing in order each time. Oh yeah, don't worry. I listen to it like in order all the time. But most of the time when I do listen to songs from Epic, I tend to listen to, I don't actually listen to the whole musical like from start to finish every single time I listen to Epic, but I do listen to it quite often. Most of the time when I choose to listen to those songs, I'll just pick some of my favorites and then play those, you know? Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's what a lot of people do, so it's not like a crazy take. It is 2.5 hours long. Yeah. You know, actually, the first time I listened to it was in a car ride because it was, again, a case of me being like, oh, I'll get around to it. I'll listen to it eventually. And then I finally did it because my brother forced me to because we were driving somewhere. And he was like, have you listened to it yet? And I was like, nope, not yet. I will, though. And then he was like, well, you're listening to it now. But I am glad that he kind of forced me to listen to it because I do really like it. Speaking of, I did mention this earlier, and I know you weren't here, Nikolai, but this Monday I watched the Chainsaw Man movie. Do you like Chainsaw Man? I haven't read the manga or watched the actual anime yet, but I did watch the movie, so I had a lot of fun with that. Never seen it? If I remember correctly, you are, you haven't watched a whole lot of stuff. I might just be misremembering because it's been a while, but I do recommend it. It's really good, but of course it does have some mature themes in it, so if you're not down with that, then oh well. It's really good though. I really enjoyed it. I'll give it a chance then. Yeah. I mean, I think it's very fun and entertaining, but you should definitely at least give it a try. I suggest it. Only if you want to, though, of course. I know that I said that I might go until 3 hours, but I think I might go until for another few minutes, like until 2:45 or something, 2 hours 45 minutes or so, because One, I want to, like I said, I've been saying, I want to get some more work done, but also, I missed a call while I was on stream, and I want to call that person back. But I do appreciate you coming back, Nikolai. I assume that because of the notification issue is the reason why I've been missing you. But I'm glad that you found that I was still streaming. Speaking of, oh, my notifications were off on my phone. I see. Makes sense, makes sense. But yeah, I think my schedule, for the most part, is gonna be Tuesday, Thursdays, with one stream maybe on the weekend if I'm feeling up to it. And then, but as my big disclaimer is often that whether or not I actually do stream will depend on how I'm feeling on the day. So if I don't actually stream on those days, don't be surprised. When was the last time I saw you? Was it during my V-card opening stream? I feel like that's the last time I saw you. Yeah, I thought so. Which was only like, that was only like about a month or two ago, right? So it really hasn't been that long. And then, yeah. Ooh, I know you guys have been giving me hydrate checks, it's just that I don't have anything else right now in my cup. But, I mean, I am gonna end stream in just like a couple minutes or so. So, I could get something to drink afterwards. Felt like it's been years though, man. Life's been kicking my ass. Oh no! Well, I hope that everything's going better now. I mean, it has felt like it's been a while. But yeah, I hope you're doing better. Sorry to hear that it's been rough on you. Yeah, I mean, in my regards, life's been a little rough, but only because of the amount of schoolwork I have, which, to be fair, I go through every single semester, so it's not that big of a deal. And thankfully, this is my last semester, so I never have to go through that again, at least until I get my full-time job. But at least when I have my job, it won't be like I'm working on stuff after school, because like, I mean, after hours. Although, I mean, overtime is a thing. I'm gonna try and avoid overtime as much as I can, if possible. Ooh, but this was fun. Just having a nice, just chatting stream, just yapping with the chat. Because this is, I think, my first time doing a pure, like, I'm not doing anything and just chatting with the chat stream. This was fun. It was very stress-free because before I clicked the go live button, I was really like, what do I want to do? Do I want to draw? Do I want to play a game? Do I want to do something else? And then I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna try out a just chatting stream. And I'm glad that I did because this was nice and chill. Well, I hope you have a great night. I'm starting to doze off, sorry. No worries, I was like literally gonna end stream like now or like in a couple minutes. So I appreciate you dropping by and I hope that you have a good Halloween. Have a good time tomorrow and I will see everyone else later. I've had a lot of fun tonight. Yeah, so I don't know if I'll stream over this weekend, but just keep an eye on the notifications. You'll see. All right. You'll try and catch me sooner next time? No worries. I'll see you then. All right. Bye-bye. And I will see everyone else in chat later as well, because I'm going to go ahead and dip out myself. I had a good time, and maybe I'll do this again. All right. Bye. Bye. Have a happy Halloween.